What's up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Please follow my Instagram at Russo Lifts, just in case something happens to this YouTube channel. You can follow, message, and you can watch my daily story content on Instagram. I'll see you there. What's up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to my channel, unbiased PED content and just in general unbiased, uncensored bodybuilding content. If you want to support a channel like that, subscribe with the notifications down below. My YouTube channel is currently unsubscribing people unwillingly, and not even showing anyone my videos, so trying to fight against that. I don't know these days with the censorship, but I'm gonna just throw that out there. I appreciate everyone who supports, likes, and comments on each video. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate all the trolls down there still going hard in 2021. But today I'm going to be talking about my favorite SARM ever. So my favorite SARM ever, what is it? Most of you guys already know, but this is the most asked question in my Instagram Q&As at Russo Lifts, and I'm always trying to diversify my following onto my Instagram because it's less risky there versus this YouTube channel, which I never know if I'm breaking the rules or not, but so far so good with this channel. And that SARM is LGD 3303. So I have experience with literally every SARM, extreme dosages, not extreme dosages, oral administration, injectable administration, and by far the favorite SARM that I think everyone should try is legitimate, actual, real LGD 3303. Now I have two plugs for it. You'll have to, go in the description or go onto my Instagram, but I'm not going to be talking about that. I'm going to keep it PG-13 here. And let's go into what 3303 is comparable to. So a good way to think about 3303, at least for me personally, is a combination of S23 plus LGD 4033. So LGD 4033, how I react, right? I get soft, watery. The amount of volume I can do in the gym like quadruples. My pumps are insane. I'm full all the time. I go flat, aka look smaller, unless I eat to keep up with it. It doesn't really impact my blood pressure that bad. It obviously fucks up my cholesterol, but I don't feel like shit during the cycle with LGD 4033. And I've injected up to 50 milligrams a day playing around with it. And yeah, it's very tolerable. It's very extreme, especially in the injectable administration, but I got the moon face with it. Ton of water retention, ton of muscle cramping. I have to increase my potassium intake like crazy to keep up with it. And yeah, I stay away from it because there's no way to mitigate the bloated, water retention-y look. I remember back when I was like 19, I tried to not get puffy on it. Ate under 100 grams of carbs a day and was still puffy on it. So I think it has something to do with an electrolyte imbalance, and I think I can't combat it no matter what I try. Flip side to S23. S23 is dry, sucked in, vascular, dense, and it makes you appear leaner than you actually are. I remember when I was like 14-15% body fat, when I did my S23 experiment, I looked like 12% body fat. And I had veins everywhere, super strong, extreme aggression, but I wasn't like super full like I was with LGD 4033, right? I wasn't like super full. I was more sucked in, dense, dry, vascular. Now LGD 3303 is combining the best of both worlds with these SARMs, right? So LGD 3303 is dry, vascular, full look, extreme aggression, and increased volume in the gym, and then you don't feel like shit, on cycle. Like if I blast Dianabol, I'd probably look a bit crazier, but I'd feel I'm doing Dianabol. With LGD 3303, you could get away with it longer because it's not a 17-alkylated methylated compound, meaning you could run it as an oral for over 4 weeks, theoretically, if you're running N-acetylcysteine with it to detoxify the liver as you're going along. But as far as the one I want everyone to play around with, it's 3303 by far. 20 to 40 milligrams a day is absolutely batshit crazy with the oral administration. And like I said, it's the best of both worlds when it comes to the two strongest SARMs, being S23 and 4033. 6-hour half-life, so I normally utilize it as a pre-workout androgen on top of a base test base or an androgen base. So you could do something like 4-andro cream, dermacrine cream, or you could do obviously a testosterone cream, or you could do basically anything with the estrogen conversion that is a constant stable androgen that you're keeping stable. And I would add in the 3303 on top to spike during pre-workout. I've also tried to, you know, split it every 6 hours and keep it constantly stable where I'm constantly full, but it's by far the best. It's the rarest SARM currently out. It's very hard to synthesize, so very hard to get a legitimate source. I currently have 2 plugs for you guys, but they're always selling out, so we'll see if it's in stock. I'm just making this video because everyone always asks me what my favorite SARM is, and I've tried literally every SARM. LGD 2226 I haven't tried yet, so I'll give that a shot, but I've tried 95% of all the SARMs. And I can say without a doubt that 3303 is the one that's comparable to Real Gear, has most of the side effects of Real Gear, meaning like it still messes up your cholesterol. It's pretty toxic. It still messes up your cholesterol. It's not significantly toxic, but it's toxic enough that to where you have to run NAC on cycle, especially at the dosages that I played around with, which was 20 to 40 milligrams a day. You don't feel like shit on it, right? With Dianabol, sure, I feel like a god in the gym, crazy fullness, but my blood pressure gets fucked up. I start panting in the gym. Like with 3303, none of that really happens. I don't feel like shit while I'm doing it. And because, you know, Dianabol has a 17-alkylate methylation, it's much harder on the liver, meaning I only want to play around with it for 2 to 4 weeks, whereas, you know, 3303, I theoretically think you could push to around 7 weeks as a Kickstarter on top of TRT or any sort of androgen base that's constant. As far as like the best of everything, you know, dry, full, vascular look, extreme pre-workout aggression, extreme increase in volume in the gym. As far as the amount of working volume you can do, it's like 40-33 when it doubles. You still get the cramping, so I would highly recommend you intake way more potassium if you do decide to play around with 3303, but yeah, that's my favorite. That's by far my favorite. I've made extreme results on it. And for all you guys like, oh, SARMs don't work, you know, Real Gear only, I highly recommend you try out in your cruise, you know, 40 milligrams a day of S23, 40 milligrams a day of 3303, LGD 3303, and report back to me, because significantly strong androgens. And I feel like the best of everything is LGD 3303 by far. Comment your experiences with it down below, but that is by far my favorite SARM. I will see you guys in my next video.